It's Friday night. Friday night is cool.
Thank God it's.
This is the best day of my life.
We gotta do something. Absolutely. You know what we gotta do?
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna go out and party.
For the first time in my life, I feel like there's hope.
Shock Talk Radio.
Uncensored.
And live. Cave Crew Radio.
It's a spooky All Hallows Eve special on Cave Crew Radio. An incredibly Cave Crew Radio spooky All Hallows Eve special for you here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, starting in just a little while. We have a great show planned for you. Not only is this our Halloween special coming up in just a few minutes, we have a special guest. We have a lot of fun stuff planned, and we have to remind you about next week. There are some big things in the mix. I think Big B is finally back.
Hello?
Yeah, he's here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you over.
Check.
Check.
Your check is coming through.
All right. And with us, of course, if you don't recognize that voice, ladies and gentlemen, the artist formerly known as, or as we like to call it on a short form, AFKA from London, England. No, he's not.
I'm here. It's Choo Choo Stu. Oh, formerly known as, yeah.
Yeah, you can be Choo Choo Stu. It's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
It's AFKA masquerading as Choo Choo Stu.
Yes, you can be Choo Choo Stu tonight.
I'm back from the dead.
All right.
I'm back from the dead on Halloween.
This makes the show even more exciting.
And it's good to be back, I must say. Like it feels to me anyway, like old times, you know. I've got
we always anxiously await your return.
Yeah, and it's just like getting into an old pair of slippers, you know. It feels good, it's comfortable. I've got Big B there. How's the yellow phlegm?
It's better. The other thing I have is that stupid cough. You know that cough that lingers for like a month?
Yeah.
So like I'm okay, but I got a little chest congestion and a cough, and it's not going to go away until fucking next May.
There you go.
Yeah.
And for me, when Stu comes back, it's like eating cucumbers. It just repeats on you.
Well, I might take that as a compliment, even though it's like a sort of backhanded one, maybe.
Well, I like how Stu called us basically dirty, old, smelly foot apparel.
Yeah, foot apparel.
But that's good. That's good, you know, because you like to get into some old joggers, you know, a pair of sweaty old slippers. You're comfortable like that, you know. There's no formality.
What's everybody? I know you still have some little ones, Big B. Are you prepped for Halloween?
Well, I will speak about that in my epicenter.
Oh, okay. And of course, Stu never answers the door.
Now, I've prepared well in advance this year. I have put a little sign, like a little post-it note on the light switch for the porch and the front. Keep the lights off. And actually, it was very quiet tonight. Generally, everywhere. I never saw any trick or treaters, and
It's not Halloween
tonight. It's not till Sunday.
oh, well, that's why I didn't see any then.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know. We don't do Halloween here. Like Halloween in
disagree.
England. Right?
I have other friends on Facebook that are from the old country, England, and they do celebrate Halloween.
What do you mean you mean you've got other friends other than me over here?
Well, not as dear as you, but I mean, there's contacts that I have.
Yeah,
and they get excited.
We have Halloween forced upon us here. Okay, it's not something that we do naturally like you guys. So, like, we don't even know what day Halloween is. So you said it's Sunday. So
we've had you forced upon us for the last 400 years. So I guess it's fair play.
You'd rather go have Guy Fawkes night.
Yeah,
Guy Fawkes next Friday night. I think it is the 5th, maybe Friday or Saturday night.
You got to burn some shit down, and
we burn the Houses of Parliament down. You know, fireworks going off everywhere. That comes natural to us. Halloween is sort of forced upon us. It's pumpkins everywhere, and I've already made pumpkin soup already. You know, my daughter's got a job now, and she's carved 2 pumpkins for a restaurant that she's working in.
I'm very curious, Big B, because most of our traditions are laid somewhere in Europe and largely in Great Britain. How did we come up with this one ourselves? Big B?
He's dropped.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I just wonder how we came up.
But it's America. It was probably something to do with McDonald's or something, to sell mob burgers or...
It's probably something.
You know, they had too many pumpkins one year. No one was eating the pumpkins. But I think, no, in all honesty, the UK is getting into Halloween. The last 10, 15 years, I'm sure everyone's into it more. But it's just me. I'm stuck in my old ways.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to have Big B back with us by the time the show comes. It's fun for a change that Big B is having a problem.
Yeah. Has he upgraded from his Windows 95 yet? Or
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Because now, I'm just scrolling along here, and we have a spot ready for him in the studio when he returns. All right, we're about a minute away, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 300 is next week, Stu. Very episode, and of course, you've been a large part of the show. It's going to be a big one next week.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can join you. I might be half an hour late or something, you know, but I'll join you.
Remember, we've got the Believe It or What, so I'm going to be popping people in and out, but you're welcome to.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'll be around anyway, you know.
Well, you can definitely come in. Oh, look, it's the ghost of producer Scotty. Can't wait for his story next week. Interesting story I shared on Facebook. That he got lost, or sorry, not lost, but locked out of his own apartment. It's going to be great. Typical producer Scotty material next week, ladies and gentlemen.
A little tip. He needs to keep a little key hidden away somewhere.
Yeah, there's some things we have to do, but I got to get rid of a few things here. And turn on the radio, and get rid of that. Show that, and we're going to turn on the radio, and we hope Big B is coming back to join us. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Here we go. It's time for the live version of Cave Crew Radio.
Air traffic control, bring in New York. Roger that. Bring in Canada. 10-4. Gentlemen, we have liftoff.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back. Cave Crew Radio, Season 8. Always on cavecrewradio.com. Welcome to the cave for a spooktacular Halloween special. Don't worry, we have got plenty of tricks and treats. Now, on with the haunt.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of big men.
I mean, that's sad to do that. I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place like a shot and a beer, steak, man.
Mr. Craven, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power play goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed, it is Cave Crew Radio, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DK, and I am live from my haunted place in Ontario, Canada, for a live edition, a Halloween special of Cave Crew Radio. I noticed that one of our key members is missing. Was there a message from him? Was there a message from him? Oh, boy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, then why didn't you answer me?
Well, there's a message from Big B. He's stuck in Windows 95.
Oh, great.
That's the latest I heard. That's all I
Here
know.
I am, ladies and gentlemen, with my special reveal for the scary night. And Big B is not even here. Are you in costume?
Yes.
Oh, you're Choo Choo Stu.
Well, I am. I'm like a bite-sized version of what I used to be.
Right.
So I think that's scary enough, really. I didn't really need the makeup tonight.
All right, so here we go. Here's what's happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's our Halloween special. We're missing one of our co-hosts. But we have a big show tonight. We got a lot of fun. We got Mike Reads the News. We got a episode of the book of Choo Choo Stu. We have some great stories, and we have some major announcements. Now, Stu, I don't know if you have been listening lately. But
yeah, I have. Yeah.
We do have a very big, meaningful episode next week. We have
300, man.
Episode 300 of Cave Crew Radio, which you participated in many of those shows.
The vast majority, I'd say.
The vast majority. You've just recently taken a sabbatical for an unknown time.
Yeah, I've taken a little break from it, but I pop in here and there. But it's good to be back anyway. But so what's planned for 300?
Well, we got a great show, obviously. We're going to have messages from people wishing us well, I hope. But also on episode 300, let me take this down and get rid of that. And we have the next version of Believe It or What, everybody's favorite game show.
And now, the Believe It What Open Challenge. Who will survive? Now, TK, who are our 2 contestants?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Choo Choo Stu. I know that you have a match later on in the year, but next week it's the Battle of the Scots. It's Jason Scott versus producer Scotty in our second round 1 match. Do you have any opinion on that?
I do. My money's on Jason Scott. He's got the form. He's got the training. I believe the producer Scotty is the underdog on this situation. He's I don't know. I just don't feel that he's going to carry the form for this tournament.
You think
Jason
it would be?
I think Jason Scott has got the potential to go a long way in this tournament.
He's going to pull the Ghislaine.
I believe so. He's I think he's got what it takes. Obviously not. I think he's got what it takes to go to the final. If he was up against me, he wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, you're in the other bracket. You have the potential. If you beat CJ Ripka, you will.
Sorry, did you say if or?
Well, sorry. When you,
I think my headphones were
CJ Ripka for the second time, you will face Amanda.
Yeah. Bring it on, man. I mean,
okay. All right. She defeated Eric the Swede in the very first contest.
Eric the Swede. I mean, it was probably about like 5 o'clock in the morning. He got up at 4 in the morning to, he wasn't with it, Eric. I think Eric. If you catch Eric at midday, his time, it's probably unbeatable. But you caught him at the wrong time of day.
It wasn't My Little Pony either.
No, and that always helps with Eric. But
here we go. Let's
fact or fiction, true or false, right or wrong. Let's go. It's time to play Believe It or What.
Yeah, the game that's sweeping the nation, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might have Big B ready to join. The last I heard from him on Facebook was, what do we have here?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. You are looking very Squid Gamey.
Holy Christ. And as you can see, I'm in a different location because I had to switch computers.
Yeah.
I was sitting there for the whole beginning. I was sitting in the lobby waiting for you to let me in. And obviously on your side, you didn't see me. That's why I was texting you. I'm here. I'm in the lobby. Hello.
The only message we got was hello.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of other issues going on, but that computer is still got the screen up. It's trying to shut down Chrome. So I had to switch computers. I'm on my work computer now at my desk. So
excellent commercial. Let's or costume. Let's bring you up here. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
I like it. It is.
I'm loving that
game. what an excellent and what you missed from me. Let me turn that off. I was originally covered myself like this. So I had you fooled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can bring myself full screen here while I'm trying to look through this mask. And then I revealed myself as this, a zombie killer.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, you're too scary for me.
Just back from battle. Yeah, trying to be original here.
So I'm Squid Games. You're a zombie guy. What is Stu?
AFKA, Choo Choo Stu.
Oh, that's right. He's AFKA as Choo Choo Stu.
Yeah.
AFKA as Choo Choo Stu. I'm the new skinny version.
He looks like he's lost 200 pounds.
Yeah, I am a little scary. I'm the skeletal Choo Choo Stu.
Skeletor Choo Choo Stu.
How are you going to drink peanut butter whiskey through that thing?
Well, I'm going to take it off in a minute.
Oh, I love it though. I love it
because it's getting hot.
Yeah,
that is awesome. I love that mask. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we love it.
It's definitely with the times as well. You know.
Yeah, I got it off Amazon.
Okay, so let's start over. Choo Choo Stu and I have already talked about episode 300 next week.
Big B, you look younger with the hat off. Look at that! Look, he looks like a different. We never see Big B with hatless.
He's from like Animal House or something like that.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, we talked about episode 300 and what is coming up, and Choo Choo Stu.
It was the glasses. Sorry, it was the glasses.
Is predicting that Jason Scott will make a very long run.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is yet
nobody has faith in producer Scotty after he locked himself not only out of the building, but also he locked himself out of his apartment, and I can't wait to hear that story. Anyway, let's start this again. You've all met Choo Choo Stu, or AFKA, dressed up as Choo Choo Stu. But joining me, as always, ladies and gentlemen, here on Cave Crew Radio, usually on time and ready to go, is the self-proclaimed president of the United States, the Duke of Yarnstencheli, as knighted by the Queen, and always the epicenter of something. It's never too late for the epicenter.
It is never too late for the epicenter. Apparently, tonight's a good example of that. Yes, live from Queens, New York. I am Sir Big B, finally back online on a different computer. And as always, I am the epicenter. I would generally be the epicenter of technical awfulness, but because we are close to Halloween today, I am the epicenter of all things trunk or treat.
Oh, trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat. So this morning, I was at my son's school, and a bunch of parents had to line their cars up. We backed in, opened the back up. My wife was there. She decorated the car in a medieval theme. So she had like a little faux castle set up in front with a stone face. She had her queen outfit on. She made me put this little night shirt on with a cape, robe, whatever it is.
She didn't make him. He wanted to wear it. He said she made him.
Believe me, she made me do it for my son.
Why don't you wear that on air as the Duke of Yarnstencheli?
I could, but generally, it's kind of a neck up show,
right?
And it's a shirt, so you wouldn't see my shirt.
So anyway,
so we were at my younger son's school, and all the kids came out one grade after another. Went down the line of all the cars, got their Halloween candies, and went back in. And my son is in first grade. He came down and he saw us, and he was extremely excited. So he got his candies. So that's the start of the Halloween weekend, I shall say,
Right.
for us.
It's going to carry on all weekend.
Oh, well, my wife loves Halloween, first of all. And so we started today with trunk or treat. Tomorrow there'll be more decorating and getting things ready, and then Sunday is the big day. So my son will be dressed up as a skeleton from Minecraft.
Oh, excellent. Now, will you smoke anything scary that day on the smoker?
Probably not. We're kind of going to be busy, so I don't think I'll have time to do smoking things.
Yeah, but you're excited.
No.
No.
I hate Halloween.
You don't like scary movies. You don't want to.
Well, I like good horror movies. Like anything now, it's not scary. It's all nonsense. Give me something like The Exorcist.
Or Children of the Corn.
Not even so much Children of the Corn, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Exorcist, things like that are, actually real horror movies.
Yeah.
These things nowadays are it's all CGI nonsensical garbage.
Right.
But can they not make horror movies even more horrific with CGI?
No, because it's not acting anymore. It's you're basing it all upon special effects. Whereas when you have The Exorcist, Linda Blair was, really acting in that. She was Satan, right? The priests, they were trying to really save her. Nowadays, it's all just CGI nonsense, and you're talking to a green screen.
What about Poltergeist?
Poltergeist, another good movie.
The
original Poltergeist was really good.
Yeah. Another favorite one of mine. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Tusk.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's actually about a podcaster that turns into a walrus.
I've heard of it, but I must admit that I used to have dreams as a kid, nightmares and stuff. So I just don't put myself through it anymore,
Yeah, every time I suggest a scary movie to Stu, he's like, not my cup of tea.
Do you know, the thing is now that as an adult, I can watch it and it's fine, but it comes through in my dreams, and I start wandering around during the night and screaming and shouting and stuff like that. So
really,
yeah, I'm terrible for nightmares and stuff like that.
Are you sleepwalking when you do this? You
yeah,
wander around your house screaming.
Yeah, I've done it, more times than I can remember, and I've had people breaking into my house in the night, and I've been like, "Come on!" I've been shouting at the top of my voice, "Come on! We're fucking, we'll have you!" And I'm grabbing stuff to hit them with and stuff like, and it's
now is this because of a dream, or because you've been out on a bender all night and you've just arrived home and you thought you saw something in Sherwood Forest?
No, I don't know. I have not been really drinking for about a year now, so so it could be.
What about Squid Games? Did that affect you?
Now, Squid Games has affected me quite a lot, because until Squid Games, I'd never noticed Korean people, right? And now I'm stationed, like during my work, I'm stationed at a particular station, and everyone that gets off, or every other person that gets off, is Korean. And it's like, and I was telling a colleague at work, we was talking about Squid Games and stuff, and I said, I feel like I've been immersed into it. And it's like everyone that's getting off the train is Korean. And it's like, are you part of the game? Are you part of the game? I don't know. It's hard to explain.
You're living now in an alternate reality.
Yeah, and I do feel that. And I'm going like, there's another one. And I've never noticed them, honestly, until I watched Squid Games. And then the particular station that I'm based at, everyone that gets off the train, well, not everyone, but it's like, 30% of the people that are getting off the train, they're going, Korean, or they look like they could be Korean. You know what I mean?
I was just going to ask a very important question, and I mean this in all sincerity. How do you decipher a Korean from a Japanese, from a Chinese, from a Vietnamese?
And my colleague that I was discussing this with asked me the same question, and I went down the Somalian route. We've had do you remember we had the Somalian?
Yes, yes, I do remember. Yeah.
And it was nothing it wasn't like being racist or detrimental. It was like how I deciphered a Somalian from other nationalities. But you'd have to go back to listen to what my outcome was. But you can tell a Japanese person a mile off. Yeah, are we all agreed?
I know. I don't know. This is why we're asking for your wisdom on how to decipher.
I think a Chinese person, like in general, has a wider head.
Okay.
A wider, flatter head, and a Japanese has a narrower, pointier head.
Okay.
Korean is in between.
Is there any difference in skin texture?
Skin tone.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like tone.
And I honestly don't mean this in any detrimental way.
No. This is an honest, geographical, historical.
I think a Chinese has a more yellowy tone. A Japanese has a more beigey tone, and a Korean is in between. Korean is more white than yellow.
So this is not any means from your psychic ability.
Oh no. It's only my observation. It's and again, nothing detrimental.
No, not at all.
I love them all. I love them all.
I don't have the props to do this, but I'm just curious if I had Oriental flashcards.
Yeah, and remember, I used to go out with a Chinese girl as well. You know, so.
Right. Again, I'm same as you. Nothing detrimental. I'm curious because I'm sorry. I'm sure they say the same thing about white people. Like, you know, they all look the
same.
Hungarian or Yugoslavian or English.
And Chinese, Japanese, and whatever. It's not like a black and white. It's not like you can definitely tell. But you think, like, from my position where I'm sitting at work, I'm thinking, fucking hell, I'm in the Squid Games here, you know?
Right.
But
I get you.
I would love to take part in that show, would you?
It's like a painter's palette.
I would love to, but I would love, it is a painter's palette on the skin tone and stuff like that, but I would love to do Squid Game.
You would. If your life was on the line.
Yeah, I'd love it.
You'd love it.
Why not? Yeah.
What would be your go-to game out of all the games that were played in Squid Games? What would be the game that you know you could win?
I don't think I'd win any of them.
I'd go red light, green light.
Do you know where I would like the bridge?
Oh no, I don't want to play that fucking thing.
I would like the bridge and just go for it and just think, fuck it.
And just go for it. Meaning the first pane of glass he's going through.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not going first. I'm going like
you don't have a choice. I think they threw lots or something.
No, I know, but I wouldn't want to go first.
Well, remember in the Squid Games, they didn't know what game they were going to play. They just said go pick from the shirts that were up there or the number of
yeah.
So everybody went to the middle because everybody wants to be in the middle, and they left the beginning and the end for the final few people.
Yeah.
And not knowing that it was going to be the glass game.
Yeah. And even the ones that went last couldn't remember anyway what happened. So
right. So a Facebook user is hoping for a reading again tonight. We'll see if we have time.
I'm definitely up for readings.
It always helps, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really simple thing, unless you lock yourself out of a building. You just add the permission. Every week we put up the show ad, and it says, "Allow me to show my name in chat. It's like the easiest fucking thing. Anyway.
But I think we've narrowed it down now. So we pretty much know Facebook user is Scotty the producer.
Yeah, it's not that complicated.
Right. Everybody else has gone through the link and have done their approvals and show up in chat as their own name.
I can't wait. I can't wait for episode 300 when hopefully your audio comes through clean, and we know Jason Scott knows how to get on. It's going to be just a ball of merry. Now that Scotty has his own radio show and headphones and a microphone, should be a piece of cake. But
that makes this episode kind of like, in my mind, it's kind of a milestone episode. Episode number 299.
Yes.
That number, when you talk about 300, that's a whole number. It's a rounded number. When you say 299, that seems like a larger number to me.
It does. It's like we're at the top of the cliff and we're almost there.
Right.
And the anticipation is building. And then once we get there, it's like, okay. What's that?
Well, that's up to the Scots.
Yeah.
To make the episode 300 as good as the opening round, the opening matchup of round 1.
And also following a Halloween special with makeup and masks and the one and only legend, AFKA himself. It's a lot of responsibility. I'd be making damn sure I sounded and looked good.
And just remember, 299, if you're into numerology, it's like adaptability and cooperation. That's what 299 means. And that's Cave Crew Radio. It's adaptability. We adapt to the change and we cooperate. Yeah.
Well, I think I showed adaptability by having to switch computers and on the fly get things up and running.
I love the background.
And while we're on that sort of scene, just to let you know, if the situation arises, I have brought the cards out tonight.
Yes, we're going to get there. We're going to get
No, just to let you know, the cards are there. And Kenya, she was with me for about 3 minutes, about 3 hours ago.
Okay, but I prefer you have another sip of your royal wine.
Yeah.
I think the first thing we should just really get out of the way is, since we have you here, is the book of Choo Choo Stu. We do have another story tonight, and let's get the lead in to what this story is, because I always leave the stories wondering if there's more. That's what I like about the book.
The Book of Choo Choo Stu, Chapter 136. This week, Stu is commenting on a story about a drunk man making love to a pile of leaves, trying to justify this young man's behaviour. From October 2019, in an episode called Storm in a Teacup, I call this one Just a Bloke Shagging Nature.
Oh, it's not in London. It's far from London. Stockholm. So is it like the Florida of Great Britain? It's getting to be that way, I believe. It's certainly in London we can distance ourselves quite dramatically from Stockport. It's nothing to do with us. But there again, I feel for that bloke. You go out. Look, we're blokes, right?
You're the snowflake of them.
No, listen, we go out on a Saturday night. We have a good laugh. Right, yeah, we have a good laugh.
Right.
You get a little bit pissed.
Right.
You fall over in a car. You go back to your hotel with the lads. Getting ready. Looking forward to your breakfast in the morning. You fall over in the car park. Your belt's a bit loose. Your trousers slip down. They're going, and what they don't see, the boys going, yeah, go on. Shag the leaves. Yeah. And so you pull your trousers down and you just shag the leaves. You don't know everyone's looking out their windows at the time,
Yes, but if he was a wreck from this, he has an issue.
If he's erect, well, we're all human. Do you know what I mean? The strangest things can make you erect.
Choo Choo, you are the snowflake of the show.
No, see, DK, I believe that we just heard how Stu lost his underwear but kept his pants in the forest that night. Roundabouts through masking it through this story.
Yes.
We found out how he lost his underwear.
You poke through the dry leaves, and in the forest, you've got a lovely bed of moist peat.
Moist peat. And after all, that was probably the first artificial vagina. When cavemen or Indians or people. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was one of our news stories, and it did take place in England. There was a fellow that shagged leaves, as Stu called it.
I honestly don't remember that story at all.
You don't remember it?
No.
No, I try not to remember it.
It was actually October 29th, 2019, 2 years ago.
Nice.
And Stu was justifying that we were picking on the young fella who was banging the pile of leaves, and Stu said any man would do it.
I think I was justifying his intention. You know, it's yeah. You know, any port in a storm.
Yeah, you called it a teapot, or a storm in a teapot is what you referred to it as.
There you go. The 2019 come back to haunt me.
Yeah, I guess nobody remembers that.
Not in the slightest. I honestly don't remember that at all.
Yeah. And you were accusing Stu that's how he lost his underwear. And
well, that could be the only explanation for losing your underwear but keeping your pants on.
Right.
That's something that's almost impossible to do.
But you were telling us, Stu, that it's only human nature that if we see a pile of leaves in the front lawn, as males, we want to shag it.
What I'm saying is, as males, right, if you find a new way of pleasuring oneself, that you never thought of before, you go, oh, this is good.
I think of leaves as wet and cold and scratchy.
It depends how you look at leaves, you know. I mean, you know, you've got to think outside the box, literally.
Literally is correct.
You know, and yeah, I would just look outside the box. I mean, it's not something I would like recommend, but like I said, any port in a storm.
So, so is your ultimate fantasy somebody with a missing limb in a leaf pile in September?
It's not my idea of joy. Put it that way. At my age, you know, at my age, you want a bit of comfort, you know.
Anyway, I don't particularly remember these episodes either. I got to be honest. But when I'm skimming through and trying to come with something for the next chapter, I'm like, oh shit, this is good.
Well, it's always good whenever there's a Stu story involved. It's always good. I can't remember one Stu story that disappointed, that fell flat. It was always something good, something that we could roll with, and it would take up a good portion of the show.
And in the course of 299 episodes, you're not going to remember everything.
For sure.
I'm afraid, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the latex of my artificial injuries may be causing gout at any given minute. I may be having a reaction to the latex.
Say,
so I'm a little fidgety. You know why?
in another year's time, right? I may have some more stories like gym stuff. I've been attending a gym for the last few months, not a great deal of time, but a few months. But I've got some stories already in the back of my mind. I'm not willing to actually like release those stories yet, but the way people act in gyms.
So this is like a promo for a movie that's going to come out in 2022.
Yeah, it's like how weird people act in gyms.
I cannot wait for that episode.
And it's like about the like how people act and how people are. And I've gone out of my way to I look at people working out, right? And they're like fucking animals, like almost. They're like animals. And I look at one guy and he's there all the time. Every time I'm there, he's there. And he's like, and you know when you get like an image, well, you look at someone and you think how that person is. And in the gym, you can't really sort of talk to people.
Right.
Do you know like when you, like personally, I really want to go and chat to people and go like, "How you doing, mate? You all right?" And like, and I've done it so far to 2 people, usually in the locker room. And I go like one guy today when I went there, I went, "Hello, mate. How you doing? All right? Like you're very consistent in your routine and stuff like that." Because the guy's like a mental. He's like when he's working out, it's mental. Right, and you wouldn't want to, and he's like little, he's about 5 foot tall, and he's like grunting and groaning, and it's like you would never want to like approach him. Do you know what I mean?
He's overcoming the adversities of his height, perhaps.
Well, that's what I thought. So anyway, today he was in the gym, he was in the locker room, and he's taken out the whole bench of all his shit. Yeah, he's got his watch there, his phone there, his fucking bottle of water, his towel, and he was getting ready to go home. And so, like, I had like about 4 inches to put my shit. So I thought it's my chance to speak to the grunter, like, and I went, "Hello, hello, mate, how you doing? All right?" And I just come in from my workout, and I thought, and I'll get the guy talking. It's like sort of like a little mission of mine, you know. And it's like, yeah, I'm cool, man. Yeah, it's I've just I'm going for a breakup, and I'm working out for all the things that I've sort of got from people, like from nothing, if you get what I mean. I've just
There's a story behind every gym attendant.
Yeah. I've broke up. I'm going for a breakup. And I've been working. The guy's about my age. I'm 52 now, and the guy's about my age. Yeah, I've been working out since I was like 25, and like so much information just in like about 3 minutes. I've got from this guy that he's going for a breakup. He's been working out since he was 25, but it's just I don't know how I got to this, but yeah.
Will you go together for a full English breakfast?
Episode 2, how's it going?
I didn't get it yet, James. It just got mailed today. Okay.
So, how are you doing with your friends?
Very good.
All right. See you later.
Go. You want to say hi?
I think
you got to say hi now.
Yeah. Now that he's interrupted, there. He is.
Hey.
Did you write your letter to Santa?
That's not yet. That'll be soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're saying hi to you.
Hi.
Hey, big man.
What are you doing today?
Did you have fun at the trunk or treat this morning? You got a lot of candy?
Yeah.
I hope I don't look scary.
Does he look scary?
Yeah.
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 What about him? Does he look scary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Stu looks scary too.
Oh yeah.
You remember Stu, right?
Do you remember me?
Do you remember Stu when he came to the house? No, it was like 2 years ago. No, you don't remember?
No.
That's okay. You were young still. Now he's just going to make faces because he sees himself on camera.
Someone's had candy.
Oh, a lot of candy because today was trunk or treat. So
Right.
he got candy. He won. He also won a raffle basket in school that had candies. It had Goosebumps movies and books
and a Jack Pumpkin mask that lights up
and a Jack
Oh,
Pumpkin
is that
mask
ever
that lights
cool?
up. Yes.
with a button with batteries.
Okay, go inside. Go upstairs.
Can't wait to see the Goosebump movies. They're my
Oh
favorite.
my god! Oh, that's this. I have to rip it and put it on my Plex server.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent. The victory.
Excellent. But it's great to see him growing up as well. Yeah. 2
Yeah,
years.
he's in first grade now, so he's going to be 6. He's going to be 6 next week.
Oh,
next
geez.
week is his birthday.
And next week will be the epicenter of birthdays.
Oh, next week starts November, which is his birthday, my older son's birthday, and my birthday.
Oh boy, and Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
And Thanksgiving and Black Friday, all in November.
Oh.
So it's going to be a busy month.
Exciting stuff.
Now I have a question for Stu before we were interrupted.
Yeah.
So do you have does the gym already have characters like the allotment had characters? Like the allotment had One Tooth Jim and whoever the two owners were, I don't remember their names off the top.
Yeah.
But
Wendy and David. Yeah.
Wendy and David, right? So does the gym now?
Don't forget Billy
and the gypsies too.
Yeah.
But so does the gym have character names? Like the ongoing, like the workout guy.
Other than Grunt.
I say, like, I haven't really been to the allotment very much. My wife has been doing all the allotment stuff, so I have neglected that side of things. And I've been there.
Thing he is asking you is.
I know. I'm just saying. I haven't been, but it had like the gym world is a very strange world. Like no one's. I'm trying to break the mold of the gym world, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Right. So because even in your life of trying to live a straight and honest life, you have still found a mission, and that is to disrupt and to teach the gym world.
Yeah. I mean, my gym is really, really nice. It's like there's not too many members. I go there usually at a really quiet time, so there's like a handful of people there. I go there in the morning between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. and there's 5, 6, 7, 8 people. If there's 10, it pisses me off, because I can't get to the equipment.
But is there, other than Grunt, is there anyone else that?
No, but there is. There's like but everything is actually all in my mind at the moment because
you've got to organize it.
I've got to try and get people into my mindset, and I'm saying hello to people, and like I say hello to one girl, like, and she looks at me like I was mental. Like I went, "Hi, good morning." Do you know, like you stroll in, "Hi," like you try and be upbeat because it's a positive place, and we want positivity. So like, "Hi," and she looks at me like I was fucking mental. Do you know what I mean? But I don't let it get me down because I say, like, I do say hi to a lot of people and say hello.
I think you're going to be like the guru of the gym.
No, I'm not the guru, but I try and, like, this guy, the guy that I spoke to today, he was breaking me until today. He was breaking me because he was looking at me. Like, do you know when you're working out and he was giving me stares and stuff like that. It's very hard to like say what's in my mind and what's reality because I'm thinking
you're a social butterfly.
Like he's going like that and he's looking at me like I would fucking rip you up, like, you know what I mean? And I'm going, yeah, go on then, rip me up. Like, and then I see him in the locker room and I thought, no, I'm gonna say hello to you. I'm gonna speak to you like a human being. And I just like I just like to just talk to people and just say hello. And
how is the staff there?
The staff are awesome. I spoke to the owner this morning, and he speaks to me by my name. He knows my name and stuff. And he said to me, "I love your posts on Instagram."
Oh,
and
he
he said,
follows you on Instagram.
yeah. And this is the owner of the gym. And I said, oh, you saw it? He says, yeah. He said, oh, you're doing like he said to me, oh, you're doing really well and stuff like that. I said, oh, like, thank you, and he was telling me about his story and stuff like that. Like, 10-minute chat with the guy this morning. So, yeah, it's all going good.
Such a new world. That's where you've gone from open
Yeah.
bars in the bar.
I've gone from like from drinking to excess to smoking. Well, I've give up the smoking a long time ago, but I've gone to this sort of clean world, and
So, does this mean I will not get serenaded ever again?
No, you won't.
You will.
He hates the bar.
I just need to. I'm not into the.
Can you do the mash? Can you do the monster mash?
No, I'll probably not because it's not really sort of my sort of thing. But I haven't changed my strings for like a year or something like that.
Where's the banjo?
Oh, the banjo's up on the wall. It's got new strings and they're not even bedded in. They're.
All right, call this song 299.
Oh, 299. What's 299?
The episode.
This is
the
episode.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes ago.
299. Just water away from the big 300. That's what they say. Big B, DK, 299. There you go.
There, 299.
A year-old string.
Put that together with Hey Ben, and you could have an EP that you could release.
There you go. And I must say, for strings that haven't been changed in a year, they still sound pretty good.
Yes.
They're really not dead.
Yes, you
dead
pulled
strings.
that off. All right, before we go into anything else, keep things moving here. Well, why don't we give our good friend, old friend of Choo Choo Stu's, Mike Jolitz a go here.
We love the Jolitz.
See what Mike has to say as he reads the news, as he does every week. I got to find where I put him here because everything's out of whack. Bear with me a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to find Mike Jolitz. Where the heck is it? I'm looking for Mike Jolitz.
Hello, Cave Crew Radio. Hello, Cave Crew Radio. Hello, DK. Hello, Sir Big B. And hello to AFKA. Happy Halloween, guys. How the hell are you guys? I am doing fantastic. Doing pretty good over here. But anyways, it is now time for your news. World Series is underway. It's the Braves versus the Astros. I don't care who wins. I just love watching baseball. I don't care. Comedian Stephen Guru's out of Facebook jail. He just did 30 days in the hole. Hope they were gentle and used lube. There's a new song atop the iTunes charts. I haven't heard it yet, but it's by Bryson Gray, and it's called Let's Go Brandon. I love it. In NFL news, the Browns won. Tennessee destroyed Kansas City. The Patriots kicked the shit out of the Jets. The Giants beat Carolina. The Buccaneers beat the Bears. And the Sharpnels lost to the Packers on Thursday. Yay. Some other teams won or lost. A man on house arrest in Italy begged to go back to jail to get away from his wife. He said the jail is better. Ouch. I see a divorce on the way for that dude. Miley Cyrus posed with her little hoo-hoos out on the cover of a magazine called Interview. I'm not sure what the magazine is about, though. Thanks, Miley. I appreciate your effort. A hiker in Colorado got lost for 24 hours after they went off the trail. The funny part is, even though her phone had power, she didn't answer repeated calls as she didn't recognize the numbers. What a deep ditty. Tom Brady threw his 600th touchdown pass last weekend. The receiver inadvertently gave the ball to a fan, but the fan was nice enough to give the ball back. They did get some nice swag, though. So, Houses in North Phoenix are still shaking. After a week of investigating, officials have found that Krista Moman fell off the shitter on October the 13th in Buckeye, and that was what was the cause of the shaking. And finally in the news, his highest chunkmeister, the greatest eater of all time, North Korean dictator Kim Jong Fatfuck, urged starving North Koreans to eat less, possibly maybe out till 2025. Do the people of North Korea even know what year it is? Meanwhile, he'll either be dead by his sister or he'll weigh 300 pounds in 2025. Alrighty, guys, what is it for the news? It is now time for the weather. Heading over to Windsor, Ontario, Canada. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 52 with a 50% chance of rain. Sunday, 58 and partly cloudy. Monday, a high of 51, partly cloudy as well. Over in Queens, New York, where Sir Big B lives, there's a high of 64 degrees on Saturday with a 70% chance of rain. Going to be 62 on Sunday, partly cloudy. And Monday, it's going to be 62 and sunny. Heading out here to Surprise, Arizona, where I live. On Saturday, it's going to be 87 and sunny. Sunday is going to be 84 and sunny. And on Monday, it's going to be 83 and partly cloudy. Alrighty, guys, well, that does it for this. Mike reads the news. Thanks for listening, everybody. Tschüss, ciao, and auf Wiedersehen. You guys have a great show.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Happy Halloween. Boo!
Boo!
Can you imagine being 82 and cloudy or whatever, you know?
Oh, if it hits 60, their pipes freeze.
Oh, yeah, they're in a bad way if it hits 60 in Arizona.
My favorite one was the lady that didn't answer the phone because she didn't recognize the number. And he said something along the lines of, "What a deep DD."
I like that the one, and I love the song. He said he hasn't heard it yet, but the "Let's Go Brandon" rap song. That is a phenomenal song, and it was #1 on iTunes.
We'll have to play it then in weeks to come.
That just shows you where this country is right now. "Let's Go Brandon" is the #1 song on iTunes, and if you don't know what "Let's Go Brandon" means, look it up.
I don't think I want to listen.
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's a USA political cancel culture.
Oh God!
Rebuttal. It's a rebuttal to the cancel culture. All right, listen. We wouldn't be fair without Mike does the news. We might not get to all his stories tonight, Big B. But you do have a couple of Halloween stories, so I think we should definitely go into your at least some of your news. Here we go.
Now it's time for the news with our senior correspondent, the Big B.
You've got a couple of Halloween themed stories. And I always like how these stories develop into a Choo Choo Stu story. So let's see if we can do that. And then to end the show, Stu can read our tarot cards.
There you go. I'm assuming this is the first one by the picture.
Well, you said the witches.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. So this is the first one. So this comes from Yahoo, ladies and gentlemen. Headline reads, "Real-life witches on the misconceptions they face and using magic as a form of self-care. It is a way for me to cope." The world's fascination with witchcraft is a tale as old as time. From legends and folklore to newer incarnations in film and television like Bewitched, Charmed, Hocus Pocus, The Craft, Practical Magic, Harry Potter, and more, audiences never seem to tire of the evolving landscape of modern witchcraft, and in this case, life seems to be mirroring art. The number of people who practice Wiccan or pagan religious rituals has increased dramatically over the last few decades. And as we said, Halloween is a pagan holiday.
Right.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau's American Religious Identification Survey. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, me either.
Between 2001 and 2008, the number of Wiccans increased from 134,000 to 342,000.
So once we stopped burning them at the stake, we multiplied like fucking rabbits.
They really exactly like rabbits.
Yeah.
And the number of pagans increased from 140,000 to 340,000. A 2014 Pew Research Center report suggested that 0.3% of the U.S. adult population identified either as Wiccan or pagan. That's almost an inconsequential number, by the way.
Right. I have no idea the difference.
I don't either. But just to give you, so between the two, according to these numbers, we're looking at 682,000 combined out of 30 billion. However many people we have in this country.
You don't have 30 billion in the United States.
300 million. I know it's not 30 billion. I was exaggerating.
Are they larger than the Jews?
It's 300 plus million something.
How many Jews are there?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, just trying to get a metrics here.
A similar 2017 survey from the Pew Research Center examining New Age beliefs also found that 60% of adult Americans believe in one or more of the following: psychics, astrology, the presence of spiritual energy in inanimate objects like mountains or trees. There is spiritual energy apparently in mountains and trees.
Well, we've talked about the woman who married a tree.
Right. Or reincarnation.
Right.
Through newer research on the growing interest in witchcraft is limited, its online presence cannot be ignored. More millennials and Gen Zers are embracing the practice thanks to hashtags like Witches of Instagram and Witch Talk.
So hashtags are influencing the popularity of the macabre.
Right.
Gotcha.
I would love Witches of Instagram. That's like a calendar. That's like, the calendar of the month, the Witches of Instagram. And of course, Witch Talk, which I would love to see Bordeaux on Witch Talk.
Yes, maybe we will someday. Facebook user knows a Wiccan.
Good for you.
Very smart.
It's only a way to spread it's only a way to spread their story, okay, Instagram. Whether you choose to click on it or believe in it, it's up to you, It's up to your own faith.
But what most people fail to
Only
see...
one person is the brunt of a joke and admits their identity.
Well, the only one person that's Facebook user now that doesn't click on the fucking link is Scotty.
Anyway, Stu is right, though. Instagram, excuse me, we've talked a lot about social influencers.
Right.
Like Stu mentioned, the manager of the gym even knows who he is on Instagram with his powerful, positive, living messages. Witches of Instagram. I've never checked it out, but maybe it's a very powerful hashtag that moves the algorithm beyond the normal views.
Well, there's only 600 and...
No, but with the algorithm behind the power of Witches of Instagram, they're telling you the Gen Zs and whatever else you mentioned are starting. This is only they tripled in growth from 2017. Triple in growth again. They're at 1 million. Triple in growth again by 2030. By the time we're all driving electric cars and not allowed to breathe because we pollute the environment, they're going to be half the population. It's going to overtake Christianity.
Do you think so?
No, I'm just making conversation.
Right.
Just trying to add some spice to the story, which is It sounded more exciting until we actually got into the actual. I feel like I'm in a fucking algebra class right now.
Well, that's why I had this first. You know, I didn't have it like as the story of the week.
No one's getting like. There's no one flying around on a broom. There's no one being burned at the stake. There's Beelzebub wasn't conjured out of the kettle by mistake. Like,
well, we have a very
the
important
juice in this story.
Well, we have a very important person that is going to provide a quote to us.
Okay.
I think it's going to keep getting bigger, particularly with the younger generation, because of the ecological crisis we're facing. Amanda Yates Garcia, a popular witch known as the Oracle of Los Angeles.
The Oracle of Los Angeles.
She says that at its core, witchcraft is a religion of nature, which is appealing to those searching for the meaning and connectivity of all things. Why does it sound like it's raining? Am I the only one that hears that?
Leak in Choo Choo
Well,
Stu's roof.
It's pissing down here.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing then. Yeah, okay.
It's starting to ease off a little bit. So I apologize, but I'll try and cup it or something. You know?
It sounded like the Oracle of Los Angeles was urinating on your roof.
Well,
Right,
it
just
might
as
be
this
the Oracle
happened.
of London actually coming back. It's the Oracle of London.
This is
actually.
the problem when we talk about these stories is we fucking
And it's died off now.
Yeah, and we conjure up this shit, and then we all got to go to sleep, and we're all
as
alone.
quick as it came, it's gone. And that was, I believe, I don't know. I think it was Kenya.
It could have been. She's probably getting extremely irritated that we're even talking about this shit.
Garcia was raised in the religion.
Greta, who was going to convert.
Oh, God. Garcia was raised in the religion by her witch mother, but had stopped practicing witchcraft as a late teen, I guess as a rebellion.
Yes.
Until she found it again as a young adult. She now credits the growing popularity of the craft to social media.
So, witchcraft, social media, it makes sense. This is how they recruit people to ISIS. This is how they cause hatred against a certain group of people. This is where common foundational thought is formed anymore, is on social media. So the witches, which are an ancient group, have really, rallied to their battle cry and said, if you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
See, hatred should never come into it, should it?
Well, and I don't think the witches hate.
I don't think hatred should be into it at all.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think there's a thought leader in the witchcraft community?
But I haven't looked into it.
Well, let me tell you. Eliza Kelly, best-selling author, producer, and thought leader on witchcraft.
Does she have an AKA?
No, but she credits a witchcraft revival in the 1990s for helping her find her voice. Movies like Hocus Pocus, which was a comedy with fucking Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, yeah.
And The Craft spawned a wave of pop-up
girls
stores.
in mini skirts.
Basically. High school chicks in mini skirts spawned a wave of pop-up stores in her hometown where she discovered that magic was something I had innately. So she magically does things now.
You know where I discovered witchcraft? Actually, Jake was quite young. Halloween Town. Halloween Town. Yeah.
Interesting.
Great kids movie for Halloween, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
There's not much. I mean, it goes on and on.
Yeah. Okay. So, Stu, in your transformation, we're going to get to Kenya in a little bit, but do you consider yourself at all part of the Wiccan, or what was the other one? Pagan. I don't want to say religion. Do you consider yourself aligned to either force or party?
I'm an independent, I would say. I would be an independent. I look at things. I think you should look at things with love, yeah, and not with negativity. And like any messages I bring is just take them and run with them. Don't take negativity.
So basically, you're a fan of Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Motivational speakers, Anthony Robbins.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Zig Ziglar.
There's enough negativity in this world, man. Just like let's go with it. Give some love, innit? Eat some vegetables, and and everyone be happy. You know what I mean?
Eat some vegetables. That sounds like a Tool song.
You know what I mean? Just let's all get on with it.
Well. Talk about raising the dead. Guess who decided to join us?
Oh, Mr. Psy.
Holy
Mr. Psy.
shit.
And he thinks you lost your weight due to pagan magic.
Absolutely. It must be.
Is that a picture of John Wayne Gacy in his photo there?
That is not John Wayne Gacy.
Okay, good.
It's some kind of mugshot.
But Short Side, we haven't heard from Short Side in weeks. We missed
Short Side. We need to tell you that next week is our 300th episode, and we really hope you'll join us.
And we have a phone number out there, Short Side, if you would like to call and leave a message for us.
Yes, I repost it this weekend.
Okay, we repost it in the Cave Crew Radio page.
I mean, he could join you live, couldn't he?
Well,
he's like, I don't think he likes that stuff. Anyway, that's our witch story. I think maybe this one will be better.
I think this one is a lot better.
We have a story about a wizard.
And that picture is actually him.
Oh, great. He's like that. Remember the guy with the boot that was running for president?
Oh, what was it? Oh, shit, yeah.
Can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either, but
he wanted to give everyone a pony.
I would have voted for him.
Yes. With that boot on top of his head.
Yeah, he's run for a couple of different offices.
I don't remember who that is.
This story comes from the Huffington Post.
Great.
Title from the Weird News section reads, New Zealand City's official wizard has been taken off its payroll. The city council in Christchurch is redistributing its tourist funding, which means the wizard is getting a pink slip. A New Zealand city seems to have left itself vulnerable to a revenge hex. The City Council of Christchurch announced that it will stop paying its official wizard 16,000 Australian dollars, which equates to 10,400 USD, a year in December. Ian Brackenbury Chanel, aka the Wizard, has been serving as the city's appointed necromancer since the olden days of 1998. Over the past
around that long.
Oh yeah, over the past few decades, he's made a total of 368,000 Australian dollars to provide acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services as part of a promotional work for the city of Christchurch. Council Assistant Chief Executive Lynn McClelland told Stuff that the council made the difficult decision to fire their local mage because the promotional landscape of the city is changing and would like to fund offerings that will increasingly reflect our diverse communities.
He's a mage. He's a wizard. He's a necromancer. How could you remove someone like this? By the way, the guy's name, Big B, was Vermin Supreme.
Vermin Supreme. Thank you. Who said that?
Me.
You. Okay. Thank you, DK, for adding to the show of Vermin Supreme.
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt you at the time.
He's a community leader.
He certainly is. The wizard, who frankly should have used his powers to see this coming, said the city council has no imagination and projects an image of bureaucrats drinking lattes on the boulevard.
So they blame that because he was a mage, because he was a necromancer, because he was a wizard, he should have saw this coming.
Right. The wizard, who holds a New Zealand driver's license bearing the name The Wizard.
How creative is that?
Well, it's at least honest.
Yes.
Moved to the country in the 1970s and has been a fixture in Christchurch ever since. He's even earned himself a TripAdvisor rating, 4 out of 5 stars. He is on TripAdvisor. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look up Christchurch in New Zealand on TripAdvisor, he is on there listed and he has 4 out of 5 stars.
I would definitely, if I was going to New Zealand, aside from trying to rent a kayak to get to Stenchlandia, I would definitely go see this wizard. Wizard.
Definitely be a number one sort of tourist hotspot.
Right.
Absolutely.
He's not the Wizard of Oz. He's not like the wizard of something. He's the wizard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just the wizard. He told CNN that he views himself less as Gandalf and more as a goofball or a showman who brings joy to the city. Every day,
or the they call it the court jester.
He's a part-time wizard.
Church of Christ or whatever it's called.
He's used as a tourist play, like Eric the Swede was used as a tourist play for Sweden in Call a Random Swede.
Very good, analogy. So he's no longer drawing the ratings on TripAdvisor and Google, so they fuck him. And his minuscule 16,000 New Zealand dollars a year.
That's right.
That's the thanks he gets.
He says every day the world gets more serious, so it's fun to use the most powerful thing in the world right now, he says. The wizard also emphasized to Stuff that the pink slip from the city won't stop him from being himself across Christchurch. It makes no difference, he said. I will keep going. They will have to kill me to stop me.
I'll have to burn him at the stake. Do we have room for him in the kingdom of Stenchlandia?
There is always room for a mage from
I think we need him there. We need him.
I think we need to get some details. I'll have to research this, and we're going to have to reach out to him and say, we can't afford the 16,000 New Zealand dollars, but we will make you the honorary mage necromancer of the court of Sir Big B, the Duke of Stenchlandia.
That's right. And we would be honored to have him.
Yes. And,
absolutely.
And he aligns perfectly with former cabinet minister Stu, who still sits on the board as an advisor.
Right.
They want to spread joy and laughter.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to be on there. He needs to be on the show, actually. You know, I don't know what time it is over there, but
you need to locate this guy, Big B.
New Zealand should be somewhere between 14 to 16 hours difference from the East Coast here in the U.S.
Well, remember, we had that. Now, I get my shows mixed up, but we had the dream interpreter from New Zealand one time.
I believe that was on Double Talk.
Okay. Anyway, they it's actually easier in New Zealand because it's like noon.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the middle of the night like in England or Sweden. It's like noon. So when you say, hey, we're on 8 p.m. Eastern, they're actually having a cup of tea out on the veranda of the Indian Ocean.
Correct.
And now Short Side is calling us cheap.
Well, he says 1,600 New Zealand dollars is about 30 US.
Yeah, but I think it was 16,000.
Right. It was like 16,000, which ended up being 10,400 something USD. It used to be almost 2 to 1, but it's shrunk.
Well, it's because they got rid of their income generator.
Is Short Side on Believe It or What, by the way?
He's what?
Is he on Believe It or What?
No, Short Side is simply a very valuable member of the chat in the Cave Crew Radio group. He also follows us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's back. I haven't seen him in months.
Yeah, I was worried. I get worried when I don't. I haven't seen Jason Scott. I haven't seen Amanda. I haven't seen. Now, of course, it's Halloween, so they're probably driving around looking at pretty lights and having some Dairy Queen.
You know who we haven't seen in quite a long time? Lee Law.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to Lee
I
Law?
don't know.
He was like a revolutionary, though, in Ireland.
He was in Ireland.
He could have fell victim to a terrible fate. Anyway, we got to work on this. We need a mage. We need a necromancer. And we need a watcher. And that's exactly what we have in Short Side. And we missed you, Short Side. We
Absolutely. Short Side was like one of the main guys for Cave Crew After Hours.
We need to have a beer one day, Short Side.
Yes, but go to the gym and have a mineral water.
I'll be perfectly prepared to have a proper beer with Short Side.
By the way, Short Side, I'm still waiting for the invite on your wife's show. We had discussed that a while ago, and I'm still waiting for the invite. Yes, you see the screwball right there. Yes, there.
I'm pretty sure too. After tonight, I know Short Side was a little late, but we have proved ourselves to be experts in horror and all things funny as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's an opportunity we don't usually have, and maybe we might even have a card. I by the way feel my ankle swelling by the moment and don't think I am having a good reaction to this non-toxic makeup. So if I do a TikTok dance and start scratching, you know why. Big B with his excellent squid dancer mask. I tried to be original too. I'm thinking a mask I can't talk through, so I googled this makeup and
this was I looked this up on Amazon, and there were a couple of options. So people are trying to make money off of it as fast as they can.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
By all means.
Very good
Anyway, AFKA, Choo Choo Stu. I want to give you a second to get in touch with the Honorable Kenya, who we all respect, is a Wiccan pagan necromancer mage. And you are going to read tarot cards for myself and Big B and maybe Short Side out in the audience. So Big B is below you, so or you tell us whose card you're pulling. You're the
look, I'm gonna do just 3 cards each, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it short and snappy. I'm gonna do Big B first.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure.
And
by the way, while you're pulling cards, Short Side says, I guess they did. When I was saying I was waiting for the invite, I did not get an invite. So if you did, I did not receive it.
Invite for what?
To be on his wife's show.
Oh.
So if you did, please resend it because I honestly did not get it. Otherwise, I would have been on immediately.
Well, look, Trick or treat.
Jason Scott.
I wonder if Dairy Queen was giving Amanda and Jason Scott as regular patrons free cheeseburgers tonight in a blizzard.
By the way, very quickly, I got my new Scentsy order from Amanda.
Yes. I also want to add
your place must be like smelling like one of these department stores at the moment. Yeah, with
Well, everything's still in the box because it's for Christmas.
and Jason Scott, by the way, your opponent was on here amusing us for quite some time. We can that matchup next week if he.
I have to say,
on there.
I've received a candle myself, and it's richly scented.
Who did you receive the candle from?
From my daughter. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And it's a warm tobacco pipe.
Oh, very nice scent. I also got one from my son.
It's quite nice, actually.
It's called pig fart. Tobacco scent. Only in England would they have warm tobacco scent.
But it smells nothing like tobacco or warmness.
Okay, but we're distracting you because you're supposed to be getting tarot cards. Right now, you have Jason Scott, short side, DK.
I've been shuffling the cards all night.
By the way, I am the corpse of DK tonight.
And if when I get a shuffle now, I get one particular card that pops out, I drop it out because
full screen.
I've got two already for Big B, and I've got this. This one's just talking to me, so I don't know the rhyme, the reason or why, but I've got 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. AFKA, ladies and gentlemen, doing tarot card readings live on the Halloween special of Cave Crew Radio.
I will show the cards to you. Yeah,
it's a little dark, but yeah,
I don't know what those cards are.
It's a little dark. Okay, card one.
That looks like an angel type thing.
That's what I was going to say, an angel.
Okay, and we'll call that the angel. Okay.
That looks like a three-headed hydra.
That looks like painting, maybe. Somebody's painting something on the walls.
All right.
The 3 of Pentacles.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it says at the bottom. From what I
can't read that. Your eyes are better than mine.
I got glasses.
Looks like a joker.
Maybe. I don't know what that says.
It's a wild card.
I mean, more interested in what Big
looks
B,
like a medal.
What Big B says about this card.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't look like a card at all. That looks like kind of like, you know when you get a deck of cards and there's one card with instructions on it? That's what that looks like. That looks like the instructions card.
He's playing Mike Jolitz with us. All right. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
So in my 3 cards, I have what did I say? The painting card, the angel card, and the instructions for the deck.
Okay. Now I'm gonna reshuffle these cards because the order they come out in. So when I do the cards, I do them my way. Yeah. There's no people think there's a rule book on how to read the cards, but you have to feel. I literally have to feel. See that one's jumped out.
Burned you.
That one burned me, and I have to literally almost lick the cards.
Right.
Holy Christ!
Yeah.
Now he's going to have sex with tarot cards,
Yes.
ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen.
And the reason I do that because I want to feel one with the cards.
Right. I got you.
Sure.
What the fuck do they mean?
Like 3 of Pentacles.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the painting card.
That was the one I said was painting. Yeah.
See, I've got New Horizons for Big B.
New Horizons. I like that.
And it's dropped on the floor again. It keeps dropping on the floor. This is the 3rd time tonight this 3 of Pentacles has dropped on the floor.
You know what that means? That means the New Horizons are going to fall flat on my face.
it doesn't mean that whatsoever. It means I've got 3 choices for you. And the third option, it's not the third option. It's the third offer is going to be the best offer for you.
Okay.
And what this card is saying to me is, look, Brian, just like, look, wait, yeah? Something's going to come up, and you think, yeah, I'm going to grab that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't grab it. Just wait until it doesn't mean the third option's better,
right?
But wait until that third option comes,
Mm-hmm.
and then choose,
and then make a decision. Gotcha.
The first option might be better, but wait until that. Wait
It's
until
like playing Let's Make a Deal with Monty Hall.
So I have a question then. What if I wait on the first option, and by the time the third option comes around, the first option is no longer available to me?
No, it won't be. It will still be available.
It will still be available. Okay.
It was like wait until that third option comes.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you say fuck it, even if you get 2 options, right? Just wait.
Okay.
Hold your breath, and you go no. Hold your breath. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and even if that first option is gone, that first option would come back to you.
Okay.
And they were just, for instance, say it was like a house move, and you've gone like, I really like the first house, like the second house, and the first house, like agent is going, Brian, I need to know by tomorrow. Sorry, you're too late. It's gone. Don't worry. Just hold your breath. And actually, I've even got this with travel as well, to be honest.
Okay.
So it might be something to do with travel. It could be something to do with your move if you're still moving. But the third option, just wait until you get that third option, and then weigh it up. Right, that card that you said, it looked like this sort of like an introduction to the playing cards.
The instructions to the cards, yes.
But in a way, it is. It's like read the instructions before you go forward with whatever you're doing. So it's basically saying you've got shitloads of paperwork for something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a contract. I've got it as like a contract. So there's a contract coming up. It could be a bank loan. It could be a new car. It could be something to do with your kid's school, where you've got to sign a document.
Mm-hmm.
Just read it. All it's saying to me is just make sure you read it all thoroughly, because there might be something in there that you're not happy with.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Just wait for the third option.
I'm waiting for the third option, and I will read contracts. Now, what about the angel card?
Okay, I've got, and I've read this as it's to do with Kim, your wife. Actually, it's more.
Okay.
I've got Kim as your angel.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm getting the feeling is, and it's saying like she's been telling you something the last week or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She's been telling you something specific,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going, Brian. It's almost like nagging you. It's not like being the whole thing over your life or anything like that. But she's been there in the background. She's going, well, I told you to do that. I told you to do that. Or I keep telling you to do that. There's something she's telling you to do. Or there's something she's been hinting at. Or if none of that actually relates, go to her and just say to her tomorrow, is this something you want me to do? And
I shall.
And
because there is nothing so far that she's been saying anything.
I personally believe this all ties to the first and the third option. Whatever it is, it could be dinner.
I think there's something that she wants you to do. And this card relates to your wife, and she's going, I wish Brian would do this. And I don't know what it is, but I should know what it is, maybe, but she wants you to do something. And she's like silently nagging you to do it.
Okay. I will have to inquire because that does not sound familiar to me.
But it's she wants you to do something. She wants you. It's almost like a. I think it's like a change. No, I'll leave it as that. She wants you to do something. So just show us. Just tell her, Stu, show me this card, and she wishes you would do something.
I would like at least one card before we have to hang up.
Go on.
I think she wants you to fix the guttering.
No, it's not like I think it's more. No, I'm going to leave it as that because otherwise I'm going on my own thoughts. I'm going to do the first.
I think he
three
knows
cards here.
more. He knows more than he's letting on to. Baby is my
okay. Right, the first card I got.
Okay, hang on. We got to get you back on main screen here so I can at least try.
The first
to
card
see
I got for you is upside
okay, so
down.
I'm going to call that card drawing water from the well.
Right, your card was upside down. Okay, it's Knight of Cups.
Okay. Oh, that's even more interesting. That's the baptism of a child.
Okay. Well, that is the way you saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm just giving you. I can't see very well.
No.
That skeleton in the background's freaking me out. Yeah, it looks like it could be the three wise men. I don't know that.
Yeah. So it's a Knight of Cups, but it's actually sitting on a horseback. Okay.
Okay.
So can you just say again what you saw?
Well, it looked to me at first like someone was getting baptized, and then when you did it again, it looked like the wise man was bringing a gift. So I guess either way, it's a bearing of some sort of gift. Either
this is actually a really positive card for you, and it's showing your. It's actually like it's raising a glass, yeah, to your faith and to your spirituality and to your faith in Christianity is how I see it. That's how I see it. So it's saying you've got the actual right mindset in your faith at the moment. It's saying 3 cheers to DK.
Oh, thank you very much.
So it's a knight on a horse. He's raising a glass. There's no child involved, but it's actually like, yeah, I've got this, and there's no negativity. It's all positive, and there's no message in it apart from, yeah, cheers, DK. You're going on the right way. You're in the right direction.
I like that, and I got a chin chin for that as well.
And the second card, I'll show you there. And it's the right way up this time.
Okay, so that does look like Hocus Pocus. That looks like Bette Midler about to bake some bread.
That looks like Carrot Top pulling out a prop.
Yeah, to me it looks like Bette Midler baking bread.
I want to know what's going on with fucking Stu's thumb with his black fucking awfulness.
I've got a black man's pinch. I've got a black man's pinch.
Okay. I want to know what's going on with Bette Midler because I think that date's about to turn.
I'd have to divert because I got a black man's pinch. I said to my wife today.
Yeah, it's from the coal mine. It's Black Death.
It's like I've got a black man's pinch.
Okay.
Which is like
anyway. Blister is what it's called. Anyway.
But
man's pinch.
But it is. I've got
baking bread. What is it?
But it means DK. It actually says everything about you, that you are the guy who breaks bread, and you are the guy that can break bread like with people that you'd never thought you'd break bread with. You're like almost like a politician.
Oh boy. Okay.
I've got you down as like a politician. You're like you're reaching out across oceans, and you're literally, you can take it literally. You're breaking bread, and it's like I see this as a positive card for you.
Excellent. Nothing but positive so far.
It didn't really. It doesn't really give a message as such. It doesn't really give an insight apart from that, like you are breaking bread.
Okay, well that's good. So far so good for DK, ladies and gentlemen.
And this one here.
Oh, that. Well, that looks like the moon, and I don't know, like a corn sleeping in the moon.
Wait, on this card you've got the castle, you've got the wolves. Yeah, you've got the wolves at the door.
Yeah. Well, I don't see that. Okay, I see in the moat, but but what stands out to me is the ear of corn on the moon.
Yeah. Now it depends how you focus on this card, but the way I see it is that you're in your castle, okay? And you're quite protective of your castle, and you have to be careful about the wolves trying to break in your door. Yeah, you know, like the story of the Three Little Pigs.
Right.
The
wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've always got now. No, it's not premature ejaculation. Keep it. Sorry. Did I just say keep the wolves in the door? No,
it's not premature.
It's nothing to do. No, is it? It's DK. No, because I had a thing about keeping the wolves from the door. Yeah, but it is, you're trying to keep the wolves from the door. Yeah, and I don't think it's about premature ejaculation. I think it's just be that. I've got it as. Sorry, it's really hard. It's just being a man of being the man of the house.
Right.
This is the way I'm reading this, is to be the man of the house, be protective, which doesn't mean there's danger coming up, but just like fucking be a little bit more protective.
Be on the watch
with your boundaries.
Right.
I've got boundaries. Keeping the wolves from the door. So keep those wolves at bay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. It's nothing to do with sexual things.
That's good.
You don't need to think of an ugly bird. No. Keep the wolves from the door. Keep the wolves at bay. Protect your boundaries in a literal sense. Watch your fence lines. Maybe a neighbour's going to have a new fence put up.
So maybe how you spoke, that I was going worldly, going globally as a politician. I should step back and protect my castle first.
Yeah. Protect your castle before you, worry about further boundaries.
Gotcha.
But I hope that's been helpful.
It's been amazing, and
come
guys,
from my heart.
And listen, we're running out of time. If you want to join us next week, Stu, we'll have to use the green room because there'll be like 5 of us. But
yeah.
Big B and I are skilled in this Be Live thing now. We can bring people in and out of the green room, and we'd love to have you here for episode 300 for Scott versus Scott. And if you'd like an opportunity to They're wondering if you got a new camera and background. Yeah, well, if you watch the whole show, you'd know what the fuck is going on.
You have to go back and watch from the beginning.
Yeah, you got to watch from the beginning of the show. We're not backtracking because you were at Dairy Queen getting Amanda Blizzard for the fourth time this week. Anyway, we need to name the show. I'm going to go to Stu, then I'll go to myself, then we'll go to Big B. I lost Stu. We might have emotionally drained him.
Stu has run away.
I can't tell you how many I have, but I have a few favorites I'd like you to consider, ladies and gentlemen. I did like when Stu said, any port in a storm. It kind of caught me. Any port in a storm. I also liked wait for the third option. I had the Oracle of Los Angeles. You need to think outside the box, literally. But my ultimate favorite, and we may be crossing the line, but I don't think so, is it's not premature ejaculation. Is my number one. Stu, welcome back. We were wondering if you had any.
I haven't wrote anything down. I do apologize, but it's not premature ejaculation.
Yeah,
is what I'd go with. I'll go with your idea.
Well, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to defer to AFKA as our resident psychic. How many titles does Big B have this week? I'm not going to put myself on the line this
I'll
week.
just go for 4.
4.
6.
Oh, Big B's got a big itinerary.
Only 4 of those are actually usable.
Well, yeah, he usually rattles off a sentence. It's like could you add this to Wikipedia?
That they're actually all usable.
Okay.
And I will save my favorites for the end. First one up, Moist Pete.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Moist Pete was a good one from the book of Choo Choo Stu. Anything with the word moist in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You took the words out of my mouth. Anything with the word moist in it is
moist is a tender word.
It's a lovely word, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Moist. You could say that during love making.
Yeah.
You really can't, because that's a turn.
You can't make love if it's not moist, Stu. You're
Could you not just whisper in their ear and go moist?
Ejaculate. It usually spoils the mood as well.
Next up, the Witches of Instagram.
Oh.
That was an odd title that you don't hear very often. And is Stu actually smoking a cigar?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
He just lit up right at the end.
And he will send this. We will wake up in the morning. I don't mean to interrupt you before number 3, but we will wake up in the morning to this long message telling us how he's blocking us and he hopes to be back soon. And he's got some troubles he's got to sort out, and it's all our fucking fault.
I've put that cigar out and a half bottle of wine. Because
it's all our fault, Big B. Just remember that.
It's always our fault. We are a bad influence. Hence the reason why he went to the extreme opposite of eating fucking carrots and fucking vegan sausages and running 82 miles a day.
Well, I ordered a Chinese earlier tonight, and my wife said,
I'm so glad, though, by the way, he's starting to analyze the people at the gym. He's slowly noticing that there's something missing in his life.
Right.
Anyway, number 3.
I ordered Chinese tonight.
We'll talk about it next week. Number 3.
Number 3. That sounds like a Tool song. I don't remember the context of it, but DK.
He was talking about eating vegetables. Remember when the rabbits in that one song, the carrots?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That sounds like a Tool song.
Okay.
Next up, The First Artificial Vagina.
Oh, yeah.
I liked that one.
Okay.
Next up, which was my favorite almost till the end of the show, and I honestly thought was going to be the name of the show. Oriental Flashcards.
It'll make it to the show notes.
Oriental Flashcards, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly thought that was going to be the show name. I figured that would draw a lot of attention.
It will absolutely make it to the show notes if it doesn't get chosen for the show name. We're going to have to let Kenya choose the show name tonight.
Well, the final one, and I'm going to make it 3 for 3. It's not premature ejaculation.
I have no idea where that came from.
That came out of nowhere and had nothing to do with anything. It just came out. That's not premature ejaculation.
It was DK's card. You know.
I'm just glad that it's not premature ejaculation. But Oriental Flashcards, there's a lot of good ones. We'll have to go back and visit for the notes. I still like the Oracle Los Angeles too. I thought it was kind of weird. But yeah, there you go, folks. It's not premature ejaculations. Episode 299, Halloween special. I got to try and get all this shit off my face before my ankles swell into my kneecaps.
Can you just go to bed like that and wake up and have Isbia just get Isbia's reaction to that?
Could you imagine if Isbia is already in bed?
Yeah.
Although I don't want to get this all over the sheets and the pillows and shit. But if I could just sleep calmly on my back and about 3 a.m. wake up and go, hello. That would be fun.
Yeah, I would go for it. Just start awaking her after about 3 hours. Maybe have you got any like that blood left and just dribble it over the sheets?
I ordered this thing. I got enough of this freaking goo and blood for about 25 years.
Well, just coat her in it.
Doesn't take much.
Periodically through the night.
I want to go into like a zombie walk next year. I want to like do like my whole shoulder and I did all of this, ladies and gentlemen, in about 5 minutes. So if you actually take your time or have somebody helping you, and there you are, of course, the Squid Game Big B costume. All right, guys, we gotta go. We'll be back next week. Lots of fun, always fun when Choo Choo Stu's here. Always fun when Jason Scott and producer Scotty and of course Short Cy are in the audience with us. We'll see you next week, everyone.
Later.
Cheers.
Happy Halloween. Boom!
I want you to pack up and get out. Get the hell out of here!
Go. Just go. Get out. Get the hell out!
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!